What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Peter Parkour of the Distorted Theorists, and I am here today to react to the teaser trailer for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. Now, before I get into anything, before I even start discussing anything, as always, there's a little bit of housekeeping. If you are new to the channel, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. We are still on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're hoping to hit that number before Sci-Fi on the Rock 2025. If you are a returning viewer, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for coming to see us again. We always appreciate it. But do us a favor and hit that share, like, and comment down below so we can discuss everything about how to train your dragon. Now, this is a very short trailer. It is a teaser trailer for something that I've been hearing about for a long time. And at first, I always thought, why are they making this a live action? There seems to be a lot of studios that are doing this lately. Well, I say a lot of studios. There's really only one studio that's been doing it, and that's Disney. With all of their classic movies, they seem to be making them into live action films. Are they working? Not really. They kind of are, but over time, they seem to be not performing as well as Disney would be hoping. Now, in terms of How to Train Your Dragon, which I believe is DreamWorks, which is probably under some form of either Universal or Disney, I'm not sure. They decided to go the live action route as well. And I gotta say, it has my attention. I know I say that a lot, but the reason being is because when they first announced the trailer was coming out, I was kind of like, okay, it's just another one. I probably won't react to it. If I had managed to have time, I will do it, which is, it's a week later at this point. But I started seeing little clips on social media of the trailer lining up, and they put it side by side with the animated version, the original, and it seems to be pretty close to a shot for shot. Now, does that mean that the entire movie is going to be shot for shot remake? I doubt it. There's a lot of stuff that they're able to do with CGI and animation that they likely wouldn't be able to do on the same scale, just due to constraints of time and money and human just resilience. But I have seen what they've done for Toothless, and it looks pretty spectacular. So tell you what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the trailer right now. It's not very long, so I mean, stick around, please, because afterwards we're going to chat a little bit about everything that's going on with How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive headfirst into the teaser trailer for the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Starting off. I'm pretty sure that's just down the road from us. So there's Toothless, there's his dad.
You carry this axe.
Is that Gerard Butler?
You carry all of us with you.
Which makes sense.
Dad,
so
I can't kill dragons.
He sounds like Jay Baruchel, but it's not Jay Baruchel. The dragons look very similar to the show.
But you will.
To the movie.
I'm a Viking.
A little butter knife.
I'm a Viking!
Oh, snap, there's Toothless. Now again, CGI. Oh, he looks just like he does in the movie.
It's okay.
Wow.
I won't hurt you.
She's out. I remember that. That it's like shot frame for frame. Wow. Oh, they've even got the music! Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. June 13th. All right. Okay. Very cool. And very much, this is a teaser trailer. I imagine there's going to be one, if not two more trailers. We only got to see very quickly. We saw Toothless. Duh. That's who I'm going to be losing my mind over. We saw, oh my goodness, what's his name? It's not Socks. It's Pudding. No, I can't remember. I can't remember his name. Oh, this is bad. I'm having an absolute brain fart. We saw the main character played by Jay Baruchel in the animated movie, and then his new counterpart of, I'm sure someone in the comments will say, oh, that's so-and-so from Maze Runner. I don't know who that would be. And then we saw his dad, who was played by Gerard Butler in the animated film. And it looks very much like that is Gerard Butler. Sounds like him too. I'm not sure if we saw any of his buddies in I keep wanting to say Littlefoot. It's not Littlefoot. I can't remember what it is. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep, this is gonna bother the hell out of me. But you know, I'm a Viking. I'm here to fight and I'm here to kill dragons. And that scene with him reaching out to touch Toothless and Toothless going in, he's taking a chance on Toothless and Toothless is taking a chance on him. And I gotta say, the music with the title wash there, How to Train Your Dragon, that is the new version of the same music that was in the original film. And if you've been on TikTok at all in the last 2 or 3 years, we know that that has been part of it's very many sampled sounds in countless more TikToks. And it's I've heard it mashed with so many ones. The biggest one that I've seen is it's been mashed up with Star Wars theme, and it's so good. It's very emotional. It brings tears to my eye almost every time I hear it. But for those of you who haven't seen the original 3 movies, I've only seen the first 2. I haven't seen the 3rd movie. Go see them. They are something that is very special in terms of animation. It's hard with animation to evoke an emotional response these days until you see my my reaction or my discussion of Arcane Season 2 coming up soon. But it was one of the first movies that's been animated. Oh God, that came out what, like 2007, 2008, something along those lines. And that really had a strong emotional response back then. And it's still doing that to this day. Obviously, this is why they're making it live action. Well, they're making it because, you know, they want to make some money too. But I'm very excited for this. It's filmed for IMAX. It's coming out in June of next year. Will that stay the same? You know, when it comes to movies these days, any release date that's more than 6 months out or even close to 6 months, I'm like, that could be brought forward. Robert Downey Jr. was famous for that with any of the Avengers or the Marvel films. Or it could get pushed again to make room for something else because the slates are so competitive these days. But the first movie obviously launched the franchise. And there's, for those of you who don't know the basic story of How to Train Your Dragon, it's a clan of Vikings that are constantly at war with dragons for whatever reason. It's explained in the movies. And there's different species of dragons that have their own qualities. And there's one that is sufficiently and exponentially more dangerous than the others, one of which happens to be Toothless. The main character does find Toothless. He has to learn how to he trains his dragon, and then there's a story that branches out from that. I'm not going to get too far into it. And basically how he works with Toothless and how Toothless works with him, their stories become very intertwined over the course of 2 more movies as well. And it's a very special story. It's not Harry Potter-esque, it's not Star Wars-esque, but it is an important film for a lot of people that are out there. And I'm hoping that this live action film will do the same, reintroduce it to a new crowd, and then maybe we'll get even more animated sequels. From what I've seen, where we were able to see about a minute and a bit of this trailer, it does look good. Toothless looks incredible. I was wondering if they were going to try and go too realistic with him for this and just turn him into a Game of Thrones dragon. And luckily they didn't. They kept him very true to character. And I'm honestly very happy about that, because if he's one of the few characters that stays very loyal to the film in terms of his looks, I'm okay with that, because he drove the first movie and second, and he drove the third movie as well. So yeah, the movie's coming out in June. I'm very excited for it. I hope you're excited for it as well. I don't want to really talk too much about it because there's only so much I can talk about when it comes to a minute-long trailer. So with that, Before I go, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself every time I do this. Before I go, as always, if you are new to the channel, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We are still on our way to 10,000 subscribers. We're hoping to hit that number before Sci-Fi on the Rock 2025. And if you are a returning viewer, do us a favor, share the video, like the video, and comment down below on how to train your dragon, change your life, change your outlook on a couple of things, where you were when the first movie dropped, and what your thoughts on the new live action film are going to be. We're always happy to discuss with you because I'm the guy on the left. And apparently I'm super controversial when it comes to my comments on these videos. So without further ado, I'm going to sign off from that. I am Peter Parkour of the Distorted Theorists. And like we always say around here, keep it real.